El día de hoy tenemos una práctica completa, pero desde que estás en la sala de espera. Así es, con esta simulación podrás practicar las posibles preguntas que te pueden hacer cuando estás esperando al oficial. En algunas ocasiones, el oficial va a llegar contigo y te va a sacar alguna conversación pequeña de la sala de espera cuando caminen a la oficina donde te van a hacer tu entrevista. Así que en esta práctica te vamos a hacer esas preguntas, te vamos a poner en ese escenario y te vamos a dar un espacio para que respondas a esas preguntas para ver qué tan preparado estás. Estos videos, amigos, nos cuesta mucho trabajo hacerlos. Entonces, si te gustaría que siguiéramos haciendo este tipo de introducciones en todas nuestras simulaciones, dale like al video, comenta sobre todo y recuerda estar suscrito a este canal para que no te pierdas ninguno de los videos que vienen en el futuro. También te invito a que comentes en qué ciudad y estado te corresponde tu entrevista para que sí puedas ubicar otras personas que tienen la entrevista en el mismo lugar que tú y te puedan dar algunos tips y consejos. Así que te invito a que vayas a los comentarios y encuentres personas que tienen su entrevista o ya tuvieron su entrevista en la misma oficina que a ti te corresponde. Muy bien, amigos, comencemos con la práctica del día de hoy. Mucha suerte. Rosa Sánchez. Hi, Rosa. How are you doing today? Sorry about the wait. Please follow me. How was traffic, Rosa? And how about the weather? How was the weather outside? Okay. Go ahead, step inside. Okay, Rosa, you can put your stuff next to the chair and please remain standing. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Please take a seat. Hi, my name is Officer Martinez, and today I will be conducting your citizenship interview. Do you have your permanent resident card, your passport, and your ID with you? Can I see them? Thank you. Did you have your interview canceled during the pandemic period? Okay. Before we continue, do you have anything to update on your application? Has anything changed since you submitted your application? Okay. What is your complete name? What other names have you used? Do you want to make any changes to your name? What is your height and your weight? What is your date of birth? Where were you born? Do you know your ethnicity? What are the last four numbers of your social security number? What is your current address? Can you please spell the name of the street? Thank you. How many years have you lived at this address? Who lives with you? What is your previous address? How long were you living at your previous address? What do you do for a living? Where do you work? What do you do in your job? How long have you been at this job? Tell me what color is my pen. Thank you. Did you fill out the application yourself? Did anyone help you fill out your application? What is the main reason you want to become a U.S. citizen? Okay. Are your parents U.S. citizens? Where did you apply to become a permanent resident? When did you become a permanent resident? How long have you been a permanent resident? And how did you become a permanent resident? What is your marriage status? How many times have you been married? What is the citizenship status of your spouse? What name does your spouse go by? Can you please spell your spouse's name? How many children do you have? What is the citizenship status of your children? What are the ages of your children? Are you the biological parent of your children? Have you left the United States since you submitted your application? How many times have you traveled outside of the United States in the last 5 years? What was the last date you traveled out of the United States? Where did you travel when you left the United States? Thank you. In the last 5 years, what are the total amount of days you have spent out of the United States? Okay. Now we're going to do the civic test. I'm going to ask you 10 questions which you have to answer correctly, at least 6 of them, okay? First question, how many US senators are there? Thank you. Who signed bills to become laws? Thank you. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? What is the capital of your state? What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Who was the first president? What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? In what month do we vote for president? What is the name of the national anthem? What is the political party of the president now? Okay, congratulations, you have approved your civic test. Now we're going to do the reading and writing test. Please read the following sentence. Thank you. Now please write the following sentence. The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House. This is how you write, the president lives in the White House. Congratulations, you also approved your writing and reading test. Now, please answer yes or no to the following questions. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why not? Okay. Do you now have or do you ever had inheritance title or an order of nobility from any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or confined into a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed your federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of or any way associated with the Communist Party? With any other totalitarian party? With a terrorist organization? Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for, associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion. Let me ask you something about your taxes. When was the last time that you filed your taxes? Now, when you file your taxes, do you file by yourself? Okay. And usually when you file your taxes, do you have to pay taxes or you receive a refund? Great. Were you ever a member of or did you ever serve, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilant unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization. What is a mental institution? Thank you. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following groups? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay? Okay. Do you understand what genocide is? Can you please tell me what genocide is? Thank you. Were you ever a part of any group or did you ever help any group, unit, organization to use weapons against any person or threaten to do so? Do you ever self-give or provide weapons to any person or help another person self-give or provide weapons to any person? What is a militia? Do you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? Do you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Do you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted, and committed or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? How many times have you been in prison? How about back in your country? Okay. Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is a weapon? Okay. Have you ever been charged with committed, attempting to commit, or assisted in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in a term sentencing or rehabilitate program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, being placed in probation, or being paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substance, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony? Have you ever made a misrepresentation to obtain a public benefit in the United States? What is a habitual drunkard? Okay. Have you ever gave any U.S. government official any information or documentation that was false, foreign, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefit while in the United States? Do you understand what a lie is? What is a lie? And have you ever lied to any U.S. government official? Okay. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Can you please explain to me what is prostitution? Okay. Are you a male who live in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Okay. What is deportation? Thank you. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you know what is the form of government of the United States? Okay. And what is the Constitution? Okay. Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Okay. Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combat services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Okay, please review all the information is correct. If everything is correct, sign and print your name. Everything is correct. Congratulations, you have approved your citizenship interview. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te fue? ¿Qué te pareció el video? Déjame saber en los comentarios, dale un like si te fue útil. Recuerda seguirnos en nuestra cuenta de Instagram, citizens_ahora, para cualquier tipo de actualizaciones. Vayan a ver cualquiera de estos dos videos si no los han visto. Si tienes tu entrevista esta semana, te deseo toda la suerte del mundo. Si no tienes tu entrevista, sé paciente. Vamos a seguir trabajando juntos todos los días, a cada momento, para que llegues bien preparado para ese día tan importante y puedas lograr tu meta. Nos vemos en el próximo video.